When you don't want your crusty nails to ruin your video, just take it off. Just take it off now. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new to my channel, hello, how are you? What's up? My name is Shara and welcome. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing my top 10 favorite neutral liquid lippies with you guys. I did do a video like this in the fall season where I just kind of give you a list of my top 10 favorite fall lippies, and they're pretty much all like deep dark shades. So I figured I wanted to switch it up on you guys, do one for the spring. Definitely waiting for this weather to warm up and get nice, so I'm super excited that it's finally doing that. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what I have been loving lately as far as my neutrals go, and what I'm going to definitely be wearing for the spring and summer on the lips for sure. I more so fall into like the drugstore end. I do notice that I do have a lot of like drugstore quality liquid lippies, but I have a couple here and there that are more so high-end as well. So if that's what you're into, I definitely have a couple that I've been loving. Most of these are pretty affordable, which you definitely can't go wrong with. If you are interested in seeing what I've been loving and what my favorites are, then just keep watching. So the first liquid lipsticks I'm going to start with are from the NYX brand, and I do have quite a few of them to show you guys. They are from the Soft Matte Lip Cream line, and I do have these four right here to share. These are my ride or dies. I've been wearing them for years now, and I always go back to these. Even in the wintertime when I'm not feeling like a super like dark, bold lippy, I always go back to these. So the first soft matte lip cream that I want to share with you is the soft matte lip cream in the shade Dubai. I really like this shade. It's a really pretty brown, but it's not too brown to make it look, I don't know, like too dead, too brownish, which I love any brown. But if you aren't feeling browns, I feel like you should definitely give this a try, see if it's something that you would like. It has more of like a cooler tone to it. It's definitely one of those shades where you gotta try it on and see if it works out for you. Once it starts drying down, it's gonna dry just a tad bit cooler, but it's not like a super cool tone brown where it makes you look dead. It has a little bit of that like neutral warmth to it to add onto your lips, so it looks like it's there, but it's not super overbearing, which I definitely like that about this shade right here. And then I also have the shade in Berlin, which is another absolute favorite of mine. This one is a little bit warmer than the Dubai shade, and it is more of a reddish brown. You can totally see with them side by side that this one definitely is more of the cooler tone. This one's Dubai, and then you have this one right here, which is Berlin, and this has more of a warmth to it. That color looks really good on like warm toned eyes. If you are wanting to try out a brown shade, but you don't want to like scare yourself or jump in too deep with like a deep true brown, I would definitely give these a try. You have a choice of like the warmth or the coolness of both, and yes, these are definitely two of them that I feel like would work for a lot of skin tones. You can't go wrong with these two. I definitely recommend them. Go pick them up, see how you like them. I also have these two soft matte lippies, which this one I want to say is more of like a mauve shade. Adds a really pretty look to the lips. Like I said, it's more of a mauve shade. This one is in Rome. I like it when I'm feeling kind of super neutral on the eyes, pretty much nothing on the eyes, and then I'll add this for like just a little pop. But it's a little bit closer to my natural lip color, so when I put this on, it blends in really nicely. But if you are looking for a little bit of color and you are more fair tone, I really highly suggest this one. Or if you are more of like the deeper color and you want like a really pretty pinky mauve shade, this is a really nice go-to. Last of the NYX soft matte lip creams is this one in Abu Dhabi. I have been wearing this one for years now. Soft matte lip creams have definitely been my favorite for the longest time. I really like their formula. They're very soft. They stay on for a fair amount of time, and they're inexpensive. I mean, you're getting them maybe for like $6, maybe less than that. It is a really pretty nude. It's more of like a pinky nude shade. So if you are more of like the deeper complexion, I wouldn't really recommend this unless you want to put it on the center of your lips. The center of it will definitely give it like that really pretty pop, which I think is super gorgeous. If you have like an ombre lip, this would be really pretty for that. Just a really nice pinky nudie shade. This lippy right here would be great if I'm doing a super bold look and I want to make my eyes pop even more. I would mute out my lips with a shade like Abu Dhabi. The good thing about the shade is it doesn't mute them out completely to where you look washed out. It just gives you enough so the focus will be mainly on like the eye makeup or whatever focus you're trying to do. My next favorite is a Wet n Wild product. It's their Mega Last Liquid Catsuit liquid lipstick, and this one is in Caramel Cake. I love this shade. It has a pretty good neutral tint to it because sometimes it looks warm, but then when it dries a little bit on the like cooler side. So, I mean, it really varies. This is a very, very deep shade on the lips. So, if you are wearing something super light on the eyes, this is a really good pop for the lip. And I don't know, I'm really feeling the browns, as you can kind of tell. I love my browns, and this is definitely one that I stand by. Can't remember the price on this one. I want to say $5, $6, something like that. Super inexpensive, but the quality is there. I love, 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 love this lippy. And I've tried a few other of their lippies and they're bomb. I would highly suggest them. Give them a try. You won't be disappointed. Another brand that you won't be disappointed by is Jordana and their Sweet Cream Matte Liquid Lipsticks. This one is in the shade Cinnamon Toast. And this is a very, very pretty mauve-y, cooler tone shade. I really like it for an everyday look. It has enough color, but without making your lips look super bold or super too much. It's there. I love it. You can't go wrong with this shade. I feel like this would work with a lot of skin tones as well. It dries, I want to say, a little bit deeper than what it shows in packaging, but that's pretty much normal for a lot of like liquid lipsticks. They end up drying a shade or two darker. Unless you're Colourpop. Colourpop is on its own schedule. It just dries whatever it wants. Love, love, love the formula of it. It goes on so nicely. You don't even feel like it's on. It doesn't feel very like drying on your lips at all. I love this shade. It was like $5 at Walgreens. That's where I ended up getting it. This shade definitely makes my lips look fuller. I know I have like pretty full lips to begin with, but like it just makes it look super full, and I really, 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 really like it if I want an extra lift on the lips. I recently discovered e.l.f. liquid lippies. I don't know how long they've been out. I don't feel like they've been out too long, but I decided to give them a try once I was browsing e.l.f.'s website and bought a couple things. If you haven't seen that haul, I did film a video on a little mini e.l.f. haul that I had. I will link that down below, of course, if you guys want to go check that out. I did try a few other products in there that I ended up loving, and I was like, dang, e.l.f. is stepping up. This liquid lippy is in the shade Praline, and I love it. The perfect pinky nude for me. It has enough pink to where you can see it, but it's not overbearing. Looks really good on my skin. Like, it's there, it doesn't look too much. I absolutely love it for like a super nice everyday lippy. And the formula of these liquid lipsticks are not bad at all. I mean, the staying power isn't like 18 hours or anything insane like that, but I mean, I ate a pizza earlier and just a little bit in the inner part of my lip came off, but for the most part the rest of the lip stayed on. Another thing that I do like about them is when it's time to pull them off, you can just take a little wipey and just wipe it right off, and it just comes right off. You don't have to scrub in there and like mess up your lips and they end up getting all red and irritated. These don't do that. So I like them. They sit comfortable on my lip. They last as long as I need it to, and to reapply it, it doesn't get too much, like too cakey or too crusty or anything like that. So I have to definitely shout these ones out. Like I said, this is the one that I have on my lip right now, but I'll go ahead and do a quick swatch just so you can compare them throughout the ones that I do have on my hand right now. And you can see this is definitely one of those like lighter pinky nudes. This one is in Coffee. This one is a little bit of a deeper tone. I feel like this looks really good if you have like barely anything on the eyes. You can tell I'm doing a whole lot of barely anything on the eyes because when spring and then summer hits and it starts getting hot, a lot of us don't like wearing a lot of makeup on. I kind of go minimal sometimes, not all the time. I like doing a full face, but when I do feel like I just want a simple everyday look, then these are great to go to. This one dries a little bit deeper than what is on my hand right now, just a tad bit deeper. And I love that brown. This is definitely one of those shades where if you want a brown shade, but you don't want to go too brown to where it's like super deep, I would go with this one. It's like one of those really pretty like neutral browns. As you can tell, this one is the Wet n Wild one that I showed you earlier, and you can see the difference. This one is way deeper than this one once it dries out. So that's just a little comparison. See, the staying power on these liquid lipsticks for being drugstore, they're pretty good. Like, it's taking a little bit to kind of dig in there and get these off. The last three liquid lippies that I wanted to share are more on the higher end. So let me just start off with this Buxom one. It is more of like a sample size, but I've been using this one for a minute. This one is in Centerfold, and it is just a really pretty pinky nude. This is more on the super pinkier side, but this works more so with like fair skinned people, and I like it on my skin. It definitely, if I want like a pop of a little bit of color on the lips, I would definitely go with this. I have this Too Faced one. This one is in Cool Girl. This is more of like a cooler toned pinky nude. So a lot of these nudes are more like warmer toned, which they're usually like that. I don't know what it is about this one. I feel like this one looks super pretty on the lips. It dries a little bit cool tone, but not to the point to where you look like super washed out or dead or anything like that. This looks good with a smoky eye, and it looks really pretty with my skin tone. I definitely highly recommend this shade if you are about medium skin tone or so. This is one of those where I definitely love, highly recommend that one. My last neutral fave is this Lime Crime one in Riley. It has more of like an orangey tone to it, which I absolutely love orangey lippies as well. They look super pretty. And I think that's why, like, when I lean towards like more of like the brownie shades, they're more like a hint of a warmth, and it kind of comes off as like a little hint of orange. I don't know, it's weird. I probably don't even make any sense right now. And it looks really good on like warm tone eyes, which that's definitely my thing. I absolutely love wearing warm tone shadows. Really warm, but it's really pretty. I can't really explain it. It does have like a hint of like an orangey to it, but it's not too orange to where it looks like too weird. This has definitely been one of my go-to neutrals lately, especially during like the winter. I was definitely going to this one a lot. This was one that I always chose, so I had to mention him because I definitely know that I will be wearing Riley quite a bit as well during the spring and summertime. Now that is everything for my top 10 neutral liquid lipsticks. Like this video if you enjoyed watching and found it helpful, and let me know what lipsticks did you guys like out of my favorites. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll also list my Twitter, my Facebook page, my Instagram, and my vlogging channel all around here. Everything will be listed down below as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!